All right, last week's income for a couple of our side hustles was right around $3,500. And I usually like to try every couple months and give you guys kind of a breakdown of this so you can see what we're working with and try to be transparent there. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a handful of side hustles, and on TikTok, I show beginners how you can make an extra couple $100s a week to an extra couple $1,000s a week running side hustles from home. So follow along if you're interested. Okay, so I usually try to do like just throw up there the money that we had coming in the last week, and people want stuff a little bit more specific. So I'm going to try to be transparent and break this down a little bit. We were right around $2,500 for income for the mobile video game truck business last week. That's pretty standard. That is usually the average per week. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but right around there is pretty standard for the video game truck. We've been in business 3.5 years. That money is, like I said, we stay booked and busy with that business. And then we have the party rental business, which was somewhere around $900 last week, which is pretty standard as well for us. I tried to do a breakdown here this time so you guys could see, because people always want to see the difference between the party rentals and the game truck. Now, here is the caveat. The party rental side of the business is almost pure profit. Most of my rental equipment is already paid off. And it is pure profit because all the business expenses for all of our side hustles basically run through the video game truck business. If you followed along at all, we have everything under one LLC, and all the finances are all done together for the different businesses. They all have different DBAs, but they're all under the same LLC. So right now, currently, finances are commingled with all of those. The video game truck business has been established for about 3.5 years, so all business expenses are ran through that business. So any employee costs, workman's comp, different types of insurance we might need, phone lines and all business expenses are through the business game, the video game truck business. So that makes it easy to say, okay, all the party rental stuff is basically pure profit, but it's harder for us to determine profit, like a set profit amount with the video game truck business, because if you followed it all, I've talked about how so much stuff goes wrong with the video game truck. Anything mobile nature, especially here in Arizona with heat, stuff just breaks down so much faster. So every month we either have an issue with the truck that pulls the video game trailer, or we'll have an issue with the trailer that needs to be fixed, or an issue with the generator, or an issue with gaming equipment and consoles. So we are fixing stuff on that all the time. So our profit margins within the game truck business vary greatly month to month, depending on how many issues we have that we have to repair. It's much easier for me to look at party rentals and be like, this is pretty much pure profit every week, and video game truck fluctuates. So I like to be open and transparent there for you guys to see that. We do breakdowns of profit margins there more on a quarterly basis because it does fluctuate so much. But this for us is basically realistic weekly income for those two businesses. And I like to just show people, and I like to break down what we're making rental wise so that you can see what packages go out, because the things that were going out earlier a ton, yard games in the winter, have gone down a little bit. Snack machines have gone down a little bit because people aren't doing as many outdoor stuff type of events, but the indoor stuff has gone up. So like tents, spa packages, that sort of thing. Nerf wars is still usually pretty good. But this is just kind of a last week breakdown of income and bookings. So ask me any questions you've got.